You know what I hate? I hate college. I am fully convinced that college is nothing more than some advanced way of torture, some modern way for you to be able to legally torture young adults without having to deal with the legal consequences of said torture. That's what I think about college. I hate college. But you know what I hate more than college? That's right, Paradeus. God, 3 days for these events to finish, and I have not read anything yet. Luckily though, from the time durations of a few streams that I have seen, not streams, VOD that I have seen, looks like the story of this event's not that long. Oh, at least compared to the Arknights one. Seems like just, if we count just the story, this event is somewhere around 6 hours long. And I heard the stages of this event are also quite easy, so with all that in consideration, perhaps what we are looking here is a 7-8 hours long event. I think I can do it in 3 days, right? Like, if I stream just 3 hours per day, I can finish it before my time ends. I think I can do it. It's gonna be easy. Very simple. I have to close my window. Okay. Now. Okay, enough stalling. Oh yeah, I have my cat here with me. She has been in there. I'm not really sure what she wants. I'm gonna stay on my lap for a little while. Or it's like reaching out to make the room again. Is that what you wanna do? I know. Stay here and don't make too much noise, okay? Okay? Alright, enough stalling. And she left my lap. Whatever. An overture for apoptosis. The fuck is an apoptosis? Is that some... It definitely must be some kind of scientific term or something like that, right? Since this whole event seems to be focused on Paradeus. Oh, it's a cellular thing. The normal planned death of damaged cells in your body. It is an important process that helps keep you wealthy. Oh, thank you, cells. But when it happens too often or not often enough, you can develop problems like cancer or Alzheimer's disease. Awesome. Sounds amazing. Good afternoon. It is currently 15:30 Frankfurt time on November 3rd. Welcome to the news. First, let us return to the hotly discussed topic of the regulations for doll security provisional version. Following the wave of terror incidents perpetrated by dolls, the Ministry of Justice is expediting revisions and improvements to the next iteration of the regulations for doll security. It is expected to be submitted for committee approval by the end of this month. This move is seen as a strong signal to the public that doll oversight policies will be tightened significantly, Sources report that news of the regulation's likely transition from provisional to permanent has sparked widespread joy among citizens, who have taken to the streets in spontaneous celebration. No, don't celebrate. We are not going to have our cute dolls walking around the streets anymore like this. Oh, but I guess it makes sense. Since the whole reason they are doing this whole doll security to begin with was because of the explosion in the... What was it called? Open Hall? Oberheim? Oberheim? I can do with the German names, man. Now, let's join our correspondents on the scene. Hello, I am currently standing outside the Johannes Gutenberg University of Mainz. With government-dispatched human personnel arriving on site, many hospitals in this area have now resumed normal operations. We can see right now that there is a considerable crowd gathered outside the hospital. After hearing about the new progress of the regulations for doll security provisional version, many people have spontaneously gathered here to celebrate. Let's speak to some of them and hear what the regulations mean to them. Hello there. Hello. Could you share your thoughts on the regulations potentially becoming official? Oh, absolutely. The regulations benefit me directly. What, you lost your job or something? A few months ago, I hired a nanny doll to take care for my child. Over time, my child became increasingly distant from me. At first, I thought I was just too busy with work and neglected their feelings. I think you did. I think you're just a shit mother. Perhaps. But after installing surveillance cameras at home, I discovered that the doll had been mimicking my voice behind my back, abusing my child and even claiming it was under my orders. What the fuck? Is this some Paradeus stuff? But what? Wait. No, wait. Maybe it's too soon for me to start being a schizo. But it is a weird behavior for a doll to have. Especially a civilian one. Is this how Paradeus gets children? No, no, the children that they use to make needles come from orphanages, don't they? I think. I don't know, but this is a weird behavior. A doll did that? That's truly awful. But after going through the screening and optimization procedures outlined in the regulations, the nanny doll no longer does anything unnecessary. Probably reset it the whole neural cloud. My relationship with my child has improved a lot. I am genuinely happy for you, ma'am. Sir, may we ask your opinion? A man in a hospital gown, his face gaunt with illness, tucks a folded slip of paper back into his pocket. What do you have there, man? What is that piece of paper? And nervously looks into the camera. Me? I am a terminal cancer patient. Bedridden for a long time. I used to suffer at the hands of medical dolls. Their attitudes were cold, their behavior robotic, and they had zero regard for my dignity. Sounds like a normal nurse to me, I don't know, man. The emotional toll was severe.
Since the implementation of the regulations for doll security, I have finally felt the warm, meticulous care of fellow human beings again. Speak more naturally, you sound too stiff. Dolls are machines, after all. Only humans truly understand what humans need. That's why I believe the regulations must be made permanent immediately. I fully support it. Thank you both for your responses. Now, a pile of miscellaneous items get tossed out of the hospital's front doors. They seem to be office supplies. Next, several people in white lab coats come running out like their lives depend on it, fleeing down a side street in panic. Get out! Scram as far away as you can! An enraged woman storms out after them, shouting down the street. Stop messing around the hospital. Just because the government crammed you through a few crash courses doesn't mean you can do this job. One mixed up gentamicin with penicillin, another turned an IV prescription into an oral one, and even better yet, one gave a 3-year-old with a diarrhea 20 tablets of ceftobiprole in a day. Still fuming, the woman notices a poster supporting the regulations formalization stuck near the entrance. Her fury flares up again, and she rips down the poster and stomps on it repeatedly. Hey, I just put that up. Does it still count toward my paycheck? Oh, you sneaky little bastards. Oh, you guys. Shut up, the camera's still on. Hearing the exchange, the woman directs her sharp and murderous glare at the group. Who are you people? Ma'am, I am a reporter with the Current Affairs news segment. A reporter? The anger vanishes instantly from her face. She strides towards the camera and beams warmly into the lens. Hello, I am currently interviewing citizens about the potential formal adoption of the regulations for doll security. Provisional version. What is your perspective? Noticing the reporter's hesitation as she offers the mic, the woman snatches it right out of her hand. Oh, I am totally in support of such a great initiative. Sure, dolls are cheap, efficient, quick-reacting, professionally competent, and stay sharp 24/7. But even without them, hospitals have only descended into slight chaos, haven't they? Ma'am, the government has dispatched over 100 trained personnel to each major hospital to fill the labor shortage. Don't you think your response is a bit... The reporter tries to retrieve the mic, but the woman sidesteps her deftly. Yes, the government rushed out a batch of medical personnel in just 3 days. Truly a timely solution to our burning problems. Had I known humans could become doctors in 2-3 days, I wouldn't have wasted time getting a PhD. Ma'am, the interview is now over. Please return the... You have asked me plenty of questions. Isn't it my turn to ask one? Huh? You and you, all of you, who come to hospitals seeking doctors and nurses. Would you really entrust your own surgery to a temp worker who can't even tell the difference between forceps and a hemostat? Would you really entrust your loved ones in the ICU to someone who spent only 3... The reporter panics and tries to flee from the raging woman, but once the dam of fury had burst, it's impossible to hold it back. Where are you going? I'm not finished. Station, cut the signal, now. Alright. Okay.
Thank you for the live interviews brought to us by our on-site correspondents. There seems to be a bit of commotion at the scene. Now, let's focus on the important conference about to take place in Frankfurt.
Genetics Archive Room in the Faculty of Medicine, Johannes Gutenberg University of Mainz. Footsteps, still heavy with anger, come to a stop outside the door. Swish. The moment the door swings open, a cacophony of heated voices bursts forth. What do you mean, the founding of the URNC has nothing to do with us? An entity that transcends national alliances means the end of all existing technological barriers. This marks the beginning of an unprecedented golden age for medicine and science as a whole. I pity you naive idealists. If alliances between nations really worked, why would we have 3 world wars? The URNC is nothing more than a flashy facade. You can't seriously think it will actually change the world. The world progresses precisely through these small changes. Do you really think... Constanze. Standing at the doorway, bag in hand, Constanze seems to have no intention of entering the archive room. Yeah, no shit, I would run back from where I came from, right at the moment I saw all the scene. Constanze, we are discussing the impact that the URNC could have on medical science. Do you have any insights? My insights? Constanze smiles gently. The preliminary thesis presentations are in 2 days. Are your slideshows ready? No, not yet. I'm working on it. I see. I don't need to remind you of the consequences of annoying Professor Lorach, do I? Sorry. The archive room quickly returns to its proper silence. Constanze picks up her bag and leaves. Oh, good call, Constanze. That's right. Running away from the scene. Amazing. Would do the same, honestly. Once the door closes behind her, Constanze breathes in the fresh air of the corridor. Is there nowhere left in this world where I can find some peace and quiet? Everyone's obsessed with the regulations for DAO security and URNC. What good is any of that to kids who can't even finish a research thesis proposal? Shaking her head to dispel these distracting thoughts, Constanze gathers herself and knocks on her advisor's office door. Come in. Professor, here's the material you asked me to organize yesterday. Also, I have already finished editing Thomas' thesis. I sent it to your inbox around 9 a.m. this morning. Good. I will take a look shortly. Still, as reliable as ever. Only you can handle all these headaches perfectly. You flatter me, Professor. Oh, by the way. Professor Lorach pulls out a few sheets from the towering stack of documents on the desk and hands them to Constanze. Your lab application has been approved. That's great. Thank you so much, Professor. You are one of the rare few willing to stay focused on academia even in these tumultuous times. You must be aware that all anyone talks about lately are things far removed from us. As someone who lived through the war, I hope my students never get involved in politics. That's not a burden that young people with nothing but passion should bear. Oh, I'm sorry, my guy. But throughout history, if there is one thing that students love to get themselves involved with, is politics. I'm so sorry, my guy. But I don't make the rules. It's just the way that things are. They are too young, too easily swayed. That's why they are perfect for politics. Political peons, perhaps. More accurately, a more accurately way to speak. They know too little, and there are too many out there who want to exploit them. It's all thanks to your guidance, Professor. With you as my role model, I have learned how to move forward. You sweet talker. Have you decided on your research direction? The tentative idea is to construct a recombinant adenovirus expressing the apoptosis protein. Oh, I didn't understand shit of what she just said, but you go, girl. I hope it's not genetics, though. That's not exactly cutting edge. You can take more time to think about it. The lab equipment is good enough to support a wide range of projects, and the budget is decent too. Okay. I will come up with a few more ideas when you're free. I hope I can take up a bit of your valuable time to discuss them. Of course. No problem at all. Then, I won't disturb you any further. After politely bidding her mentor farewell, Constanze exhales in relief as she walks down the corridor. All done. She eagerly dials an old friend. Nelle! Of course she's friends with Nelle, so why wouldn't she? Oh, not so loud, Connie. You scared the crap out of me. Oh man, now I'm worried if the voice I gave Constanze isn't too similar to Nelle's voice. How can I change this to make it look a bit more distinguishable? Can't really do accents. English is not my first language, I'm not good with accents. Maybe try to change her way of speaking just a little bit. Can't help it. I've got amazing news. The lab application just got approved. That's wonderful. Now, can we finally start prepping for the experiments we haven't been able to Now we can finally start prepping for the experiments we haven't been able to complete. You have no idea how long I've been dreaming of this day. Same here. What's wrong? You don't sound excited. It's nothing. I just getting emotional. Back when we were sneaking around doing our experiments without permission, we nearly got flagged for PSL 4. Can't you believe we are actually getting closer to our dream now? Oh, don't worry. You and I will finish that experiment. You know, the moment I saw you in the lab back then, I knew no challenge could deter you. When I brought up the idea to you back then, I thought for sure you would say no. After all, if we get caught running experiments that don't match our proposal, we could get seriously punished. Don't worry, I've got it covered. What, getting cold feet now? That's not like you at all. I am just worried you will get dragged down because of me. I don't have much to lose, but you have a bright future ahead of you. Oh, cut it out. I know what you're trying to say. That you've got family to fall back on if things go bad. And I don't. But I don't care about any of that. I am an orphan raised on the government's dime. And that's exactly why I am not afraid of anything. What could possibly be more moving more than the pursuit of truth? You're right. Nothing in this world can obscure the truth. Even if Darwin had repented on his deathbed, the theory of evolution would not be undone. Bruno's body may have perished, but his insight would never waver. So what? Now that we are closer to the truth, you want to back down? Nelly, that really isn't like you. You're braver than I am. Don't tell me you're still shaken from what's happened with Galatea. You can save your reverse psychology. I know what you're getting at. Thank you. I hope you do. Got your materials and data ready? Yeah? Everything's set on my end. Great. When are you free? Let's meet up and finalize the experiment. Sure, Connie. I've got something to finish first. Let's talk later. Alright. I always online. Oh boy, here we go. Nelly, if I remember correctly, the last time we saw Nelly, she just had come out of her father's house in the White Zone, met up with Jay, and did they met the commander? while the commander was kidnapping Lunasia? I think she did. I think they did. Maybe? Both of them? Both of them or just Jay? At this point, she should still be with Jay, right? Physically. I think. Maybe. Who knows? Whatever. Just keep reading. I'm sure I'll get all the responses I want. There's no point in me trying to foresee everything that's going to happen. Nelly puts down the communicator. Across from her, the yeah, oh, let's go. Okay, sorry. Across from her, the commander scratches their head uneasily. I got the lab sorted. The commander can't bring themselves to meet her steady gaze. No, now all that's left is the materials. Their eyes settle on the door handle in front of them, but neither moves to open it. Lunasia's inside, isn't she? Oh, that's why they want the... do they want to check? Oh yeah... Oh, of course, oh my god, I'm such an idiot. Right, they probably want the lab to check to see if Lunasia is indeed a purely immune individual. And for that, I imagine they need to get some... maybe some blood from her. Oh, never mind, Grey. Oh, okay. Grey. What's left of her isn't there. Alright, the favor that the commander promised Nelly. Right. Everything is coming back to my memory right now. Okay. Honestly, I can send someone else to take care of this. No. Nelly rests a trembling hand on the handle. She doesn't look at the commander. Maybe she's trying to convince herself. I understand what you're saying. If Paradeus is to be completely destroyed, we need a perfect bullet that can strike it right in the heart. Even if a doll has top-tier electronic warfare capabilities, infiltrating their systems to gather actionable intel comes at an unimaginable cost. Right now, only my teacher can do it. No, I probably shouldn't even call her that anymore. Think of her as a cadaveric donor, or an insult to the Lady of Ashes. Whatever she is, she has to rise again and fight for us. What the fuck does that... Are we... Right now, only my teacher can do it. No, I probably shouldn't even call her that anymore. Cadaveric donor, on an insult to the Lady of Ashes. Are we performing some necromancy right now? What's going on? Oh no, wait. She did set top tier electronic warfare capabilities infiltrating the sisters systems. Yeah, we're bringing her back to life. Okay. If this has to be done by someone, then let this someone be me. The commander, at a loss for comforting words, can only sign. If that's your decision, then Professor Persica will assist you with the technical aspects. He's already integrated Hume's human intelligence research with Dr. Shaw's research. It should be enough to support this experiment. Right. Thank you. Nelly looks up at the commander with a small smile. Be given a chance to avenge my professor personally. Commander, I truly am grateful. We both have tough battles ahead of us. Please, don't worry. I will prove myself as Professor Gray's most exceptional student. Nelly pulls down the door handle. In the temporary ops room, after assembling all combat-capable dolls, AR-18 projects a map of the entire city of Frankfurt into the screen. Commander, everyone is ready. Right. After evacuating from the White Zone, we have had a few brief days to catch our breath. Let's go over everyone's recovery status. Commander, Sop 2 has completed her repairs. While her parts are currently replaced with general-purpose substitutes, they should suffice for standard combat. So, the AR team is ready to return to the field. You bet! I have been asleep for so long. I'm feeling super refreshed now. Understood. DeFi is also ready as ever. Unfortunately, 416 still can't be activated. Aside from her, the rest of 404 is ready for action at any time. There haven't been any casualties on our end. For now, we are focused on assisting 404 with electronic warfare. Got it. Everyone, we are running out of time. Click. The commander presses a button on the remote control, and several red markers light up on the Frankfurt map. These are the locations of Paradeus factories we have identified based on current intel. 45 hacked into the energy sector and verified the data. These sites are consuming an absurd amount of power and water in a short time. On top of that, all of their waste output is handled by the same shell company. No ordinary civilian enterprise would ever run with such an operational model. Following that lead, we uncovered even more factories. Additionally, ever since we extracted the commander from the white zone, resource consumption at these factories has spiked again. Which means they have ramped up production. As for what they are producing, I think you can all guess. No doubt. Something to do with those disgusting monsters. So, what do we do? With the manpower we've got, there's no way we can hit them all one by one. AR-18 raises a hand, gesturing for everyone to stay quiet and let the commander finish. You're right. Since we still haven't recovered the Elmo, we are in a state of extreme personnel shortage. That's why I have decided on this plan. Click, clack. The commander taps the control a few more times, and a new layout appears on the screen. Silence for a dramatic pause. And they are going to leave us hanging about their plan. Amazing. This is our next plan. Even after such massive losses, and with the connection to the Lake of Cognition still severed, we are continuing with this original strategy. Sister Naren must have her reasons. All we need to do is obey. Naren watches the two before her coldly. All the factories in Frankfurt are running at full capacity to power the repair of the passage of the lake to the Lake of Cognition. It won't be long before it's operational again. Exactly. I knew you must have your reasons. You mobilized all our forces in Frankfurt while we were still in the dark. I don't need to explain my reasoning to you. Of course. At this point, we will just follow your lead. I'm not questioning you. I'm just worried that after so many operational errors, the system might be overloaded and starting to misfire. That's none of your concern. Moridol and Bremed exchange a knowing eye roll and leave the room together. Naren picks up her communicator, which has been on call the entire time. Any issues on your end? Not at all. Though I heard you know who is now in position. Behind Naren, a lit figure slips into the seat at the office desk and starts casually spinning in the chair. Hiya, Sister Naren. Long time no see. Long time no see. Sticks. Are we still presenting new characters right now? At this stage? Really? Right now that we are just right at the end of the story? Okay. Alright. Let's see how long she's going to last. Secrets like skeletons. Stasi HQ. Play shows that the meeting in the designated office has already started. At this moment, there is a complete silence. Click. Amaris rubs her disheveled hair, puts on her cap, and enters the conference room. Sorry, I am a little late. It's fine. The meeting hasn't started yet. Sterling glances at the empty seat opposite her. The person who was supposed to chair the weekly meeting is absent. What do we do now? Do we still have the meeting? Jay is still missing. Oh no, my boy Jay! Where are you? So, what now? No one's in charge? Good news. No direct supervisor, which means we can skip work. Amory stretches lazily. I heard Q will be taking over command later on. Oh, you don't like that, huh, Maris? Who? That's overtime maniac? Great. Q's way more reliable than Jay. Bad news. From now on, you'll be on standby 24/7. Flick. The door opens again, and Q enters the conference room. Q gazes from doll to doll with amusement. From the looks on your faces, you already know I'll be taking over. Yes, I have already made the announcement. Then I won't to waste any time. You have all worked with me before and know my style. And where the fuck is the music? Where the fuck is the music? Thank you. Q drops a stack of documents on the table. Where the fuck is the music again? Time to take some of the work out of my hands, ladies. Dagmar, edit, you two continue searching the Elmo. Get me something useful from it. Yes, ma'am. Dagmar and Edith, take the 2 search warrants handed to them and leave the office. Brigitte, I have assigned a new agent to replace. Jay in the white zone. Who handle the handover? Is it a complete handover? Are we handing everything over to this person? No. Just give him enough to work. Enough to hold the position for now. Got it. Brigitte leaves the permit to enter the white zone. Takes the permit to enter the white zone and also leaves. Sterling, please submit the paperwork for transferring the doll squad command for me. I have already filled it out. Just look it over while you're on your way. Understood. Just like that. Only Q and Amaris remain in the conference room. Oh, Amaris, aren't you lucky? Amaris blinks, looking at the now empty table. Then she glances at Q across from her. What about me? Do I get a holiday? You wish. Hugh opens the paper bag she has brought, pulls out 2 cups of coffee, and pushes one over to Amaris. Amaris, I have a question for you. Seeing that the question is important enough for Q to treat her to a coffee, Amaris straightens up her chair. About Daybreak? Yes, but more importantly, about Daybreak's designer, Dr. Martha Maitner. That's not really a question you should be asking me. I have had very little contact with her. The only thing she's left to me is probably my name. You have never had direct contact with her? No, I have never met her. Not just me, none of the other members of Daybreak Squad had any contact with her during their NeuroCloud activation test, except for Aliana. Did Aliana ever talk about Dr. Maitner? Yes. Aliana had the most contact with her. She said Dr. Maitner was the most calm and rational human she had ever met. Always clear on what she needed and wanted to do, and capable of ruthlessly eliminating any obstacles. But she wasn't sure whether that was a good thing or a bad thing for a human being. Sounds like Aliana had a relatively positive impression of her. Dr. Maitner used to work for the US Relics Agency. Do you know why she left? No. I didn't even know about that part of her career. Did you know that she was the target's codenamed Capta in the operation carried out by Daybreak in 2051? I wasn't aware. The background information on the target was classified as top secret. Do you know about Project Valkyrie? All I know is that it was connected to some small cult. Something about posing as a saint to deceive believers and scam them out of their money. Huh. Okay. But definitely it needs to have something more than just that for them to decide to name it Valkyrie, right? You read that in a tabloid? Pretty much. While Q lapses into thought, Amaris sips her coffee. So, my mission is to investigate Dr. Martha Maitner. Translators, can you decide what exactly is her name? Maitner? Is it Maitner or Maitner? Come on now. Quality check, please. Come on. They probably use machine translation, though. I mean, if they use machine translation in the Sangoma event, they definitely use it here too. Can't really blame them. It's a small company. Well, relatively small company. They do have a lot of text, but still, come on. Come on, do a double check. Amaris, you know we have no authority over you. You're free. Which means you have full control over your investigation. Oh, Q. Oh, Q, you sly little... Alright. After all these years, you guys are still playing word games with me. Okay. So all my upcoming missions are considered personal operations, yeah? Will I still be paid them? It's the taxpayers' money. Just take it. Alright. Satisfied with the answer, Amari sits up straight. Then state your request. I don't care about the mission regarding Capta. I just want to know what Project Valkyrie really is, and how it's connected to the Oberstein family in Paradeus. Obviously, all signs point to one person. Exactly. That's why you are the most suitable doll to handle this. I understand. Bottom line is, what I do from now on is entirely my personal action and has nothing to do with the Stasi. Should I say I'm doing this to avenge Aliana? What a freaking joke. Good thing she won't ever hear a word of it. As a sole survivor of Daybreak Squad, how do you feel now? Like I got MVP, but there's no one around to clap for it. Q returns to her office, where a Stasi agent has been waiting. Agent Q, all the surveillance footage from the White Zone terrorist incident has been compiled. Our losses have also been tallied. Q takes the file and flips through it casually. Did you go through all footage during the time Jay went missing? Any findings? Jay disappeared alone in the footage. The feed was hacked during that period. We are still trying to find where the fuck the music is. We're still trying to find to restore it. But Tech says chances are slim. Also missing in that time frame was Frau Marlene from the residence SO83 and former health minister Vogt's granddaughter, Cornelia Schaffer. Schaffer? I can't, man. I can't! These goddamn German names. Have you made contact? Frau Marlene could not be reached. while Frau Cornelia Schoffer claimed that she had made it out without issue. Look into this Cornelia Schoffer. She was already investigated while in Berlin. Agent K handled it. Alright, leave the rest to me. Yes, ma'am. The agent salutes and exits the office. Q turns to Hoffman, who hasn't glanced at the agent once. This incident is likely just what the director needed. You could make a big play of this. Don't make me sound like a villain. The timing of this accident is a major bargaining chip in itself. The closer we are to victory, the calmer we must be. Work just keeps piling up like snow. Haven't even finished what's in hand and more keeps coming in. So, should we prioritize? And that's why I am here. Then, what's our most urgent task? Wrapping up the White Zone terrorist attack, we need to feed something to the garrison regiment. The director says you have free rein to handle it as you see fit. Alright. That's one of the scariest things in the workplace. Being given full responsibility without any clear instructions. There are scarier things. The director has more important matters to attend to than the Stasi right now. So, you are to take full temporary charge of Stasi affairs. Ooh. Ooh. Congratulations, Agent Q. More work, same pay. What's there to congratulate? Save it for when she finally treats me to the lunch that she still owes me. Q downs her coffee and tosses the cup into the trash. Hoffman pats her on the shoulder and leaves the office. I'm not gonna lie, the Stasi sounds like an awful place to work in. Look, I know they are not necessarily bad people, but can you imagine the stress, the pressure of having to handle it, all these affairs, these extremely important matters? Not only that, but also the situation of these affairs keep changing constantly. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine how much of a pain in the ass work in a place like this would be? I think I would kill. No, sorry, I can't say that on YouTube. I think I would. Ask to be fired. Let's put it that way. Encrypted conference room. After initiating the encrypted communication link, Hoffman leisurely brews himself a cup of coffee. Agent K, long time no see. How have you been? Still alive. Still as concise and straightforward as ever. What do you want from me? Just checking in on you. How are you getting on with Chairwoman Ulrich? both smooth and rough. I hope that's not some kind of wordplay. Oh my fucking god, Hoffman. The chairwoman has her own position, one that's unshakable. But as an ambitious and capable woman, she's not willing to be confined to a cage either. Sounds like she's still swaying between the two sides of the scale. Then, as an excellent Stasi agent, do you have any advice, Agent K? The chairwoman has a good impression of Frau Romy. Now I am starting to contemplate the possibility of having the director seduce her in person. Hoffman, you need to chill, you know? I think you've been reading too much doujinshi material, and I think you should touch some grass, perhaps fraternize with nature to clean up your mind a little bit. For Hoffman, our calls are recorded. Now you backed out, huh, Hoffman? What? Got scared? Cheated? Did you shit your pants? Did you piss your pissy pants? Did you? Did you now? Not so brave anymore, huh, Hoffman? Not so courageous of you to voice your fanfiction ideas out loud anymore, huh, Hoffman? You creep, I know what you are. Frau Romy's past collaboration with the Ministry of Finance really impressed her. She even She even uncharacteristically brought up the background of certain individuals, including those she had worked with back then. None of them are staunch localists. In the chairwoman's words, they put the interests of the state over any party interests. Which really means that they care more about personal interests than collective ones. The reason they seem hesitant is mainly because Frau Romy is a woman. If she were a man, they would be very happy to follow. Unfortunately, as a woman, Frau Romy isn't good at taking advice. What did she mean by that? What did he mean by that? What did he mean? As a woman, Romy's not good at taking advice. What does he mean by that? Okay? What do you mean by that? Wait, I need to screenshot this. Hold on. I thought of a funny joke to make to some Discord people later. Let me just... There we go. Continuing. Orich is certainly more successful than our director. But on the flip side, they don't fear Orich. While they do fear Frau Romy. After all, Frau Romy is the daughter of General Riefenstahl. Burying her from the military has always been a consensus. So, These people are the weakest link? That's what the chairwoman thinks. Then what does Chairwoman Ulrich want? She is unsatisfied with her current local position, but she's also unwilling to pay the price of being promoted to the central government. The only one who can give her the promise she needs is General Secretary. How the fuck am I supposed to read that? Grobeta? How do you read that? Which is why her veiled question was whether Frau Romy is backed by the general or the secretary. If it's the general, she will likely maintain her current stance. But if the secretary, then her position may begin to shift. Hmm. Okay. Understood. I will report the relevant intel immediately. As for the task assigned by the director, please keep at it. I will keep my eyes wide open. Hoffman ends the call, and once again hurried footsteps echo through the corridor. Nelly's apartment. Nelly opens the door and steps inside, followed by Constanze carrying some takeout. Connie, make yourself at home. Whoa, this place isn't bad at all. It's pretty spacious. Looks like it could fit 2 or 3 people. Yeah, I figured I might need to store a lot of materials for experiments. So I got a place with extra room. Nice. Give me a little tour. Sure. This is the living room. I haven't got much furniture yet. Kitchen's over there. I just moved in a few days ago, so the fridge is still empty. I'll bring you some fresh veggies and fruit next time. There is a supermarket near the university that always has great deals. Thanks, Connie. And this is my bedroom, study, and the storage room. Jay is in there, isn't he? Jay is in there, isn't he? Isn't he? He's in the storage room, isn't he? Isn't he? Jay is perhaps there in the storage room, isn't he? Please tell me he is. Please tell me he's there. Please tell me he's in there. You locked the storage room? Oh, Jay. Oh, Jay. Oh, poor Jay. Oh, poor Jay. Captive. By his possibly future wife. And there goes my water. Yeah, it's too messy inside. Music, please. ominous noise comes from the storage room. Oh. Nere, I think there's a rat in there. A rat? There's been a rat infestation in Frankfurt lately. I remember you're scared of rats. This one sounds big. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. Constanze rolls up her sleeves, but Nelly grabs her arm. I'm not afraid of rats anymore. We used to see them all the time in Berlin. I have gotten used to it. Really? I remember back when we finished tending to the lab mice. We saw a rat about 12 centimeters long outside the dorm. Your face was as white as a sheet. I have grown since then. Nele pulls Constanze back to the living room. Didn't you say you needed my documents to finish registering the lab? I'll give them to you now. Just help me get it done when you have time. Sure. By the way, you need to register your fingerprint for lab access. Remember to do that when you drop by. Got it. I have got class soon. Eat while it's still hot, okay? I have to head out. So soon? Can't you at least take a few bites before you go? I already ate. I just wanted to check on you and show you the best takeout near the University of Mainz. Constanze gathers the documents Nelly hands over. By the way, Nelly, I haven't asked yet. Why do you suddenly want to restart the experiment? And you said our research direction has changed. Changed? How? Let's talk about that in detail once we are in the lab. Nele averts her gaze awkwardly. He looks blatantly suspicious to Constanze. Aren't you going to be late? Crap, class is starting in 15 minutes. Gotta go. Alright, be careful on the way. Constanze bolts out the door like a gust of wind. Nelly bundles up the takeout and heads towards the storage room, where the noise came from. She opens the door. The air inside is stagnant and heavy, like a silent refusal. The room is utterly still and deadly silent. Fucking knew it! Oh man. Yay. Oh, professional agent, by the way. I mean, it's not his fault. He got knocked out by the commander. On the chair where Jay should be sitting lies only a frayed piece of rope. A chill runs through Nelly. She quickly and calmly gives Mia a call. Mia, Jay is missing. I have captured Agent J from beneath the window. Give me 5 minutes. I will return him immediately. Oh, poor guy. This poor guy. 5 minutes later, Agent J is back in the room, and in his familiar seat, only this time The rope has been replaced with chains. Oh, this poor guy. Well. Fucking face. I will go heat up the food. You two talk. Mia leaves the room. Hope you didn't go to all this trouble just to get back at me for threatening you back in the Stasi. Oh, the music. Did you collide with the commander to kidnap me? So now you're my prison guard? I'm not good at lying, so don't ask me. I won't answer any of your questions. Did the commander use some kind of machine on you? Threaten you with Mia, drugs, brainwashing? Oh, come on now, Jay. Who do you think I am? Paradeus? Come on now. And can the music stop turning on and off all the time? Can you please speak scientifically? But nothing about this is scientific. You must have been tricked. Jay cut Nelly off without hesitation. I wasn't tricked. I know exactly what I'm doing. You have got to be tricked. Why else would a researcher with your prospects, your status, be messing around with some doomed PMC commander? I have my reasons. And tell me, what are your reasons? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, she didn't say I don't know, she just said I don't. Okay, sorry. Aiden wasn't your fault. That was Gray's fault, Galatea's fault. Stop blaming yourself for what others did. Professor Gray wasn't at fault. You still believe in that woman? Even now? The fact that you just said that proves I made the right choice. I won't let her name be smeared, not even after her death. Professor Gray was used. What exactly did the commander tell you? How could they drag a civilian to something this dangerous? I'm telling you, the commander has gone rogue and you can't follow them down the path of insanity. You barely made it out of that fire alive. Why are you walking right back into it? Answer me, Nelly. I saw Professor Gray's body. It wasn't human. She hadn't been human for a long time. A tear falls. Nelly starts weeping. Now Jay is at a loss for what to do. You knew, didn't you? You knew Professor Gray had long ceased to be human. Oh, he did. Was it Grey who killed Mona? No, it was Bremed. Bremed was the one who killed Mona. Did Jay ever saw Grey? Can't really remember now. You have no idea what you're talking about. You don't even understand what kind of horror or horrors you're going up against. I will understand. Don't do this, Nelly. I know you're grieving, but don't do anything foolish. And what are you to me? What right do you have to tell me what to do? Because I know what it's like to lose someone dear. Because there once was a similar fool in the Stasi. It wasn't even part of his job. Oh. Yeah, the little guy. He still gave himself up to those monsters for something stupid. Isn't the Stasi a spy organization? Yes. Everyone knows we are spies with no principles who have sold our souls to the devil. But that fool, he still cared about so-called honor. He still held onto the Stasi's duty and mission. He even had ideals. It's laughable. In 2064, he still dared to speak of ideals. Even most Stasi agents didn't believe they had any ideals. That idiots. I'm sorry, Jake, but you need to put on better faces while speaking of serious topics, please. Jay trails off mid-rant. Do you genuinely think he was a fool? In this day and age, all idealists are all short-lived fools. Seeing Jay's tears, Nelly doesn't quite know what to do either. Russell. Mia silently sets the heated food at the door. Nelly brings it inside, awkwardly. I don't know about others, but if you keep this up, you're going to die real soon. Just save your energy by not letting you leave this place. And since that's the way it is, how about lunch first? Yes, if you want to leave, eat properly. Nelly brings over a small table and sets it in front of Jay, then opens the takeout for him. Jay looks at the mushy mess in front of him and rolls his eyes. See? I told you there's no future with Griffin. Even their takeout looks pathetic. I think you have a slightly misunderstanding of your current situation right now, Jay. I may gripe about the Stasi, but at least their food and coffee are decent. That's my food. If you're going to complain, you'll be having heart attack for every meal from now on. Yeah, come on, Jay. You're having a home cooked meal. Come on now. A woman went to all the trouble to kidnap you and cook you a meal. At least show some respect. Oh, Jay. Oh, Jay. Professional agent, by the way. 3. The fruits of wrath. Inside a Paradeus factory. In a quiet room, Ashley. I'm sorry. I just have some flashbacks about 2 siblings that make deals with devils and eat their victims, performing acts of cannibalism and kill their parents after reading that name. Okay, alright. In a quiet room, Ashley reviews the wiring layout and projected output of the new facility. Maybe I should screenshot this. Click. It's Hebe's dedicated channel. Please, go ahead. Sister Ashley, I'm calling to update you on our progress. I need to screenshot this. I'm so sorry. Have you finished taking stock of Sister Hebe's factories? Yes, including all the facilities in Frankfurt and subtracing what's already been used for the White Zone. We have around 1,000 units of manpower in reserve. That still isn't enough to meet the requirements of the plan. Sister Hebe has already ordered full-scale production across all factories. At this pace, we expect to make up about 500 manpower units and matching white-class weapons within a week. Then the plan proceeds as scheduled. What about the production line for the epiphyllums? As the key part of the plan, production of the epiphyllums is also nearly complete. Mr. Hebe has produced extra batches as backups. Good. I am still wrapping up inventory on the new factory here. Once that's done, I will send you the final report. Understood. Anything else? Sister Hebe asked me to pass along a message to Sister Namron. He's found a lead on the rat's hiding place. Got it. I will inform Sister Namron immediately. Once the call ends, Ashley compiles the conversation and hands the summary to Namron behind her. Upload it to the bee sting system. Yes, sister. Ashley activates the bee sting system and inputs the authorization code. System Neron, I have completed the data entry. Once you approve, we can begin the upload. Any difficulties with the new encryption protocols after the system overhaul? None. Just takes a little getting used to. The Bisting system now requires dual authentication for every action. A bit more troublesome, but definitely more secure. Good. You're dismissed. Yes, sister. As she leaves the room, Neron completes the second layer of authentication and glances at the time. 3 minutes left until the scheduled time. The second hand lines up perfectly. Neron initiates the unencrypted communication. Is she going to speak with William? No, it's Friedrich.
Hello, this is CAD Chairman's office. This is his PA Friedrich speaking.
Neron hangs up immediately. Seconds later, the line rings again.
From Neron. The call has now switched to encrypted line 39.
Good.
Do you have a message for the chairman?
I have intelligence to report.
The chairman is currently unavailable. Please relay the message to me, and I will pass it along at the first opportunity.
The preliminary preparations for Coronation Storm are complete.
Received. Anything else to forward?
Laplace's experiment is nearing its end. We are about to move into the White Zone. Please reserve sufficient space for us.
Understood. Leave that to me. I'll send over the location shortly.
Do the rest of the personnel require further arrangements?
From Neron, that falls within your responsibilities.
Understood.
Then I'll end the call here. Wishing you the best. From Neron.
As the call disconnects, Neron feels oddly dazed, as though her very thoughts have been severed. She sighs softly. Palms are meant to be discarded in the end. Without a second of hesitation, Morido picks up the line.
Morido?
I am here, Father.
Commence the mission immediately. Their operation has begun.
The call ends even before she can reply. Yes, Father. He looks towards Neron's office in the distance, where there's still no sign of activity. Morido approaches Bremed. What now? Another change of plans? Let me guess. This time we are doing inventory on that pile of junk in the warehouse? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Bramit. Uh-oh. Mardo scans the area again and makes sure they are alone. Uh-oh. She presses down on the nearest listening device and leans in close to Bremit's ear. If you want to survive, absolute loyalty to Father is your only hope. Father? Bran, Father is so far away, while Sister Neram is right here. Bramit glances towards the room where Neram is staying, then at Morido's hand pressed against the bug. She lowers her voice. You know you can't handle this kind of thing from Neram, right? She's too busy keeping herself afloat to mess with me. Don't be so sure. You really think she's standing alone right now? What are you getting at? Suspected too, didn't you? That there may be other senior Nitos in Frankfurt. I have also heard whispers back in Berlin. There's someone else inside Pandora. And she's on Sister Neram's side. You want to bet on Neram's hand? Oh no. Bramit flashes a charming smile. I'm not betting at anyone's hand. Oh boy. She gently pulls Mordo's hand off the listening device. So you better win me over. With a sway in her step, Bramit vanishes into the factory. Mordo follows coldly behind.
Good evening. It is currently 18:30 Frankfurt time on November 3rd. You're watching the news. One of the key leaders of the anti-relic organization Pandora and its official spokesperson Styx delivered a public statement today via a large screen set up outside the Alte Oper in Frankfurt. Since the Doll terrorist attack on Halloween, the Alte Oper has remained closed for repairs and restoration. Pandora deliberately chose this symbolic location as the backdrop for its address. Following this, Styx gave a nearly 40-minute-long speech. She issued a scathing critique on the new Soviet government, condemning their weakness in losing control over their own elite tactical doll squad known as Task Force DeFi. Her criticism directly targeted the still missing member of the squad, known by the codename AK-12. She claimed that the neo-Soviet regime had utilized relic technology in the doll's development process, which directly resulted in her going rogue. Styx further argued that humanity has strayed too far from nature, and that continued obsession with this path of defiance will only bring about further retribution for nature itself. According to footage sent in by our on-site correspondents, Styx's speech has met with widespread approval from the gathered onlookers, with some citizens even taking to the streets to publicly echo her statements. As of this broadcast, the new Soviet government has yet to issue any official response.
University of Mainz online forum. Speculation of the new Soviet Union's use of relic technology. What impact might relic energy have on daily life? Exploring the possible changes in dogs after exposure to relic energy. Steak's speech is like a massive stone thrown into a frozen lake. Hairline cracks immediately begin to spiderweb outward. Is it supposed to be a forum for academic discussion and campus life? What are all these ridiculous posts doing here? Constanze logs into her admin account and starts cleaning up the plague-like flood of posts. Guys, I think Stinks is absolutely right. Those were functioning just fine before. Why would they suddenly go rogue and start a terrorist attack? It's clearly because one of them got infected with relic energy. Then it spread like a virus to the others. That's why we are in this mess.
Easy to spread rumors, hard to debunk them. Have you even read Professor Persika's article debunking all this? Dr. Shaw, the designer of the DeFi dolls, published her research long ago. All her papers are public. She's a staunch anti-relic scientist. Why would she ever infuse her life work with everything she opposes?
Yeah. Not to mention, Dr. Shaw's elder sister was part of the Pandora, right? No way she would secretly use relic tech. Constanze selects this batch of overly active users and mutes them temporarily. I don't care what any of you say. I'm standing with Prolin Stinks no matter what. She's just so my god, this guy. She's just so gorgeous. Oh, and that body. Wow. If only she could be my wife. I need this. Screenshot it. Caught in 4K. Resisting the urge to roll her eyes, Constanze promptly bans this user. A lost perv? This is an academic forum. Go be horny somewhere else. As for Stink's accusations about the DeFi doll AK-12 being a product of relic tech, there's no solid evidence so far. I lean toward this being just her personal speculation. On the other hand, I find Professor Persika's Polish rebuttal and technical proofs credible. Oh my god, I almost gagged. Jesus Christ. Anyone who's ever written a thesis knows how painful the process is. You can't fake your intent on your biases in that process. And I could totally see Dr. Sean's hatred for the relics bleeding through her work.
If it's really all nonsense, then why hasn't the new Soviet government said a word? Shouldn't they be jumping in immediately to denounce this defamation? Maybe there really is something they can't admit.
Hard to say. Even if they didn't use relic tech, the new Soviets probably resorted to some other shady methods. Otherwise, why were their dolls the first to go rogue? Look at us, our dolls are still behaving just fine. for now. The endless flood of discussions drowns out every single subforum. Constanze scrolls through the threads with a deepening frown. She's given up on deleting posts and banning users. Now, she's just concerned about the state of academic literacy among her peers. Welcome to the 21st century. Hopefully none of my underclassmen are involved in this mess. And if they are, I pray to God they have already finished their thesis proposals. Otherwise, I'm gonna be stuck cleaning up after them all weekend again. Shutting down the campus forum with a groan, Constanze stands and stretches. Time to heat up the lab. All this equipment lying around, and the thick layer of dust. If Nelly sees this, she's gonna have a meltdown. She picks up a brush, ready to start cleaning. That's when she notices Nelly standing silently in the doorway. Her hair and coat are soaking wet, as if she has walked here through the rain. Nelly? When did you get here? Why are you standing there like that? You're soaked. Let me grab you a towel. Nelly takes the towel absent-mindedly, her eyes fixed on Constanze, as though she's made some kind of decision. Connie, there's something I have to confess to you. Oh, what is it? The truth about the experiment. In the temporary ops room. After erasing all traces of the commander's plan, AR-18 turns to the dolls beside her. Everyone, before we officially launch the plan, we need to relocate personnel. All wounded dolls in 416 must be transferred to a secondary base with higher security, while combat-capable personnel will follow me to the new temporary base. At the same time, all evidence here must be wiped clean. Understood. Roger that. Where has Squad 404 gone? They are supposed to handle 416's transfer, right? Yes, that's how I arrange it. Then, we will take care of 404's communications gear. Stands M520, gestures at the dolls behind her. Sure, I'll go check their equipment first. I have already sorted most of it. It's over here. 418 moves past the dolls, busy with the organized chaos of cleanup, and steps to the side. 45, where are you? Come to the ops room immediately. There is noticeable static interference in the transmission. Oh boy. 45. I'm here, right here. Where exactly are you? I am right beside you. Something wrong? I think you would be good, Ro, if you grabbed your rifle right now and hold it tight. 45's signal is off. He says she's right here. What kind of creepy nonsense is she saying? Taking AR-18's communicator, Row 635 tries speaking to UMP-45. 45? I am... An eerie giggle snaps everyone's attention. Wait, that's not 45's signal. Ow, my eyes. AR-18 cuts the transmission immediately. Almost at the same moment, the alarm starts blaring. The enemy has already infiltrated. I will cover the retreat. I'm going to. AR-18, organize the defense. Right. AR-18 turns to the surveillance footage. On the screen, a graceful poised woman waves at the camera. Greetings. It's terribly rude of me to be taking your lives on our first meeting, isn't it? I do beg your pardon. Oh, another bitch to kill. Amazing. Okay. This is going to be the last stage of today. Okay? I myself do not plan to keep streaming past 7 p.m. on my time. Now, what is this mission about? I heard it was supposed to be easy. These combat stages were supposed to be easy. Easy, oh my god, easy. Please note that echelons cannot move onto nodes that are occupied by supplies or miscellaneous items. Okay. You can pick up the supplies or item to clean up a node, but each echelon can only carry one stack of supplies or item. Alright, so... Oh, this is a puzzle. Okay, I see. If I pick... Each echelon may carry a maximum of one supply box or sundries. Okay, if I pick this up. Oh, I see how it is. Okay. Pick this up. Choose a node without exiting supply boxes. Can be repeatedly stacked at the recycling points. Radar. Oh, I see. But then I cannot move, right? Yeah. Okay. Alright. Then let's pick this up. Place it there. You can place this thing here. Move this here, place it there. Now I can pick this up. Place it there. Then we can pick this up. Place it here. And then it's just that easy. Right? Yeah, yes. It is that easy. There we go. Oh god, there's more. Rescue and retrieve a minimum of 1 disconnected T-Dolls. Occupied specific neutral radar. Okay, alright. Where are the T-Dolls? Oh, I see. And where's the radar? Down there. Amazing. Okay, move up. Let's do a little switcheroo. You will have to take the hits with this one. I'm sorry. SAA. I wonder, we don't know exactly what the plan is, right? Because the writers decided to blue ball us about the plan that the Griffin dolls and the commander are going to perform. I wonder if, yeah, the division cannot be also be part of the plan, right? I know the commander is famous for being a good mastermind, no, a good strategist, but even he wouldn't be able to see that far ahead, right? So perhaps they're planning something else. Also, where the fuck is Lunasia right now? Okay, I want you to recapture these notes because I really want to have some action points right now. I really want to see Lunasia. Honestly, I hope she appears. Maybe she will. I mean, she has to, right? She's a purely immune individual or whatever. She has to. Right? I think. I don't know, I just want to see her again because I think her interactions with the commander are entertaining to watch. Let's end the turn here actually, just to capture those nodes over there. The heliports. Okay, okay. Very easy enough so far. Granted, it's just the first stage. But the good news is that perhaps I'm not going to spend too much time clearing these stages. Which is awesome. Because of the short time I have available to finish this event. Because freaking college keeps getting my way. No, that's not right. I cannot blame everything on college. Or the reason I have not streamed frequently is because I'm a bit of a lazy ass. Right. Now, where do I send you? Is this a good place? It might be. God, I hope the game doesn't cry. Okay. Alright. Now we do this. So far so easy, so far very simple. I really wanted that heliport. Move here and turn. How did I think about it? I'm such a fucking idiot. I forgot that this Echelon had a ferry over there. I could have just teleported and then send the AR-18 team to the path that the AK-12 team just went. I am stupid, I am dumb. But luckily it doesn't really matter that much, right? And still do this. Sorry. Do this. Almost there, almost there, almost there. There we go. Is this it? Is this the end of the stage? Easy. Not gonna lie, I was expecting some story. Oh, there are the farming stages. This is a farming stage, I think. I think it is. No, this is the farming stage. Yeah, this is the farming stage. This, what the fuck is this? Do I do one more stage or do I finish here? I said that would be my last one, but I only said that because I was expecting some story. I will end here. 2-hour stream is a good time, you know. And considering those farming stages, I have done what already? 6, yeah, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. That's almost 1/3 of the entire event. I should be fine. Yep, I am going to end here. Tomorrow I will try to play more and try to make a longer stream. If I don't, I'll be truly fucked. Honestly. Oh man. Oh man. It sucks to make streams so short, but honestly, I do have other things I need to do. Especially now that I came back I reopened my waitlist. And already got some new commissions request. Alright. Tomorrow, I'll try to stream more. Hopefully sooner in the usual time I stream. Hopefully. Now then. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.